Let's talk a little bit about competition and how it compares. I think you do a great job when you describe, and you mentioned a little earlier, how it is different than another whiteboard. Let's talk a little bit about that on what is the difference between the performance of a Justick whiteboard, a traditional maybe commodity whiteboard, and maybe a higher end porcelain board, and even glass. Maybe talk through that environment and how those compete and where Justick fits.
Yes. So obviously, once again, I mean, traditional boards, it's either a display board, you stick stuff on there, whether with a magnet, whether with a pin, and the whiteboards, there's various of them. Anything from a cheap entry-level product to a porcelain board, which is obviously more higher quality, and then typically you would write on or you would display material. I feel that our functionality is a bit different, as we said earlier on, in terms of the easy placement, removal, that obviously the superior presentation of the products, no damage to the products. It's so easy. I mean, even myself in the office, it's becoming an exercise of working, turning around, sticking on, taking off, and just using it. So I think ease of use, obviously, there's definitely benefit. The triple functionality with the boards, that can't be encapsulated in a normal board. I see products in the market that's came out, obviously, where they try to do this, but you have to clip boards open, you have to remove the overlay, you've got to stick the exact size template in, because otherwise it would move around, which would never happen to Justick. Once you put it in, doesn't matter what size, it's stuck there, it stays there. You don't have to disassemble a board to basically put a template in. So I think ease of use, we made it so simple, so easy to use, and obviously with the functionality. So that's one of the things. In the marketplace, obviously you get entry-level products that's quite cheap, and obviously value to a lot of consumers out there. But the important thing is you've got to look at the longevity, you've got to look at the sustainability, and that's why you get more expensive products in the market, like porcelain or glass boards, obviously more or less priced the same as our products, that would not ghost or stain. The problem with cheaper products, the quality is an issue. It does ghost, it does stain, it doesn't look that well after a couple of years. And that's what we try to do. We try to encapsulate, all the concepts in terms of quality, design, functionality, longevity.
Sure.
And just basically giving the consumer something that's aesthetically pleasing, something that adds value, and then something that gives them more functionality.
And can't be anywhere else in the market.
It can't be.
There's not another board with electroadhesion.
It
So
can't.
when we're out there,
Yeah.
I think that's one of the unique pieces is the technology really separates and enables all of that different functionality, that enables that productivity, the ability to be organized, is because of this fantastic Justick technology that some competitive products just can't have.
Yeah. Nobody can encapsulate the technology. We own the patents. So we manufacture the product, obviously many years of R&D.
Sure.
And it's unique. It's the only one of its kind. There's nothing similar.